Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are again, another week. You know what that means, it's another brand new video. And in today's brand new video, Laphroaig 10 cask strength, batch 11, batch 12, head to head. So I'm going to compare them both. I'm going to try and do it a wee bit different this time, guys. I'm going to try and attempt something I've not done before on the channel. I'm going to mix them up, and I'm not going to know which one I'm drinking when I'm drinking it. And I'm going to try and find you at the end. Hopefully I can pick a winner and do that fairly, so that I'd rather me know which is which and then give you an answer which one I prefer. I'm going to try and do it blind for the first time. So that's the plan. I've got them covered up today with my trusty Whiskey Friend coins, keeping that peat smoke in there. I did have them sitting a wee bit earlier and the whole room was just covered in smoke, so it was affecting my nose. So I've got them covered up for now. Okay, let's get rid of these coins for now. I'm going to mix these up and I'm going to nose it, taste it, pick a winner. So sit down, put your feet up, get a glass in your hand and have a nice whiskey, and let's get on with it. Let's mix these up. Not sure which is which now, so again this could be great viewing or it could be shocking viewing, so let's have a look at that. That's probably where we are now. Okay, they're pretty well mixed. This is going to be letter A and this is going to be letter B. So I'll start with letter A. Let's do it on the nose. Wow. You certainly know that's Laphroaig. The room is just oozing with peat smoke at the minute, folks. Just a quick one on both of these. One of them is 58.6% ABV, the other one is 60.1% ABV. So there's a little bit of difference in the ABV. Both non-chill filtered, and I'm not too sure about colour. I'm pretty sure looking at them, I don't think they're coloured. There's not a lot of difference between them in colour, so they look almost identical. But let's see how they nose and taste. So this first one, this is what you would expect. It's earthy, it's peaty, it's smoky. It has that, it's like a pungent note. It's got a real pungent nose up front. And I'm picking up on this one, it is really smoky. But I'm picking up some smoked fish maybe, or maybe some smoked meats. A little bit of smoky, meaty, fishy. Not a lot of sweetness. It's actually quite dry and salty on the nose, this one. Lovely big burst of marine notes. It's got that beautiful sea spray, sea air. It's briny. Just picking up a burst of seaweed at the minute there now, a bit of seaweed. And then here come these typical, what I would class as a typical Laphroaig note. You're getting that kind of TCP, the iodine, those typical Isla notes, elastoplast. Walking into maybe a dentist's surgery and you get that whiff of, but at the same time, it's developing all the time. So it started off quite earthy, quite dry. That medicinal notes come in, but as it's developing, it's going a little bit sweet. There's a little bit of sweetness coming in now, so maybe some vanilla, some toffee, maybe even a boiled sweet, maybe a kind of strawberry boiled sweet, something like that. Going a little bit fruity, nice fruity on some fruit notes on the nose, maybe some apple, definitely some pear. But they're like, they're not juicy apples, not juicy pears, they're like a hard apple. Hard pear. Might even be a little touch of pineapple in there as well. A little bit of tropical note on the end there as well. So, that's letter A on the nose. Nice, really nice nose. Let's see how this one does. This is letter B. Wow, that's so different. You wouldn't believe that they were so different. This one is much, much sweeter up front. So sweet. Wow, again, but it's peaty. it's smoky, it's aromatic, but it seems to be there's a bit more, balanced in favour of the sweetness. It's toffee, sweet fudge, creamy toffee. Again, this one's gone a little bit nutty as well now, a bit of hazelnut, maybe a bit of almond, maybe even some pecan. So there's a nutty note in this one. And also I'm picking up some chocolate. It may actually be white chocolate. But as this develops in the nose, there's a delicate wood char smoke coming in. So it's like maybe, yeah, it's a bit, the smoke's coming in now, but it's not dominant. I think letter A is much smokier. This has only got a hint of medicinal, so there's a lot more smoke in letter A, a lot more medicinal in letter A. This is nicely integrated into the background. That TCP's there, but it's not in your face like letter A is. And again, it's the big difference with this one is the sweetness. Tropical fruit, pineapple, apples and pears as well. Again, this is salty. It's going a little bit dry as you dive into it. The marine's coming in now. It's peppery. That brine's there, the sea salt, the sea air. Real nice. There's lots of elements of the same in both, but the difference is this is much more earthy, much more outdoor. This letter B is much more sweet, and if you've got a real sweet tooth, then you would love this. Really interesting to see how they are on the palate. So let's dive in. Letter A. Okay. For that being a cask strength, it was a wee bit soft on arrival, but here it comes. It becomes powerful, intense. It's now letting you know the ABV's there. Big burst of ABV, big burst of spice. The mouthfeel is oily, thick texture, oily texture. It's smokier on the palate than it is on the nose. Smoke's really coming into its own now. Because of that mouthfeel, I think it's given that kind of sticky toffee, burnt treacle. Wow. This is a nice complex whiskey. There's a lot going on. It's smoky, it's peaty, it's sticky toffee, it's here a little bit of vanilla now. Wow. Here comes it is salty, seaweed, salty, peppery. Wow. A little bit of fruit, apple, pear, pineapples there as well. Let's do a second sip. Heading towards the finish, it's getting pepperier and peppier. It's getting spicier, but it's nicely balanced between the earthiness, the sweetness, the spice, the smoke. Nothing's kind of overpowering on this one. Nice high ABV as well. So as I say, if you love your cask strengths, this will be great. A little bit of fruit coming in. Heading towards the finish, there's a little bit of sultana and a little bit of licorice. Wow, really nice. Let's try the second. Let's try letter B on the palate. Wow, so sweet. Let's see how it tastes. Slanch. Wow. Woof. There we go. Real nice. So sweet. Really getting into this peat, folks. Big burst of sweetness. It's sweet all over it. Again, but it's got that oily mouth coating, thick mouthfeel. But the difference with this one, this is right up front is a massive blast of sweet vanilla. Maybe some hard toffee, maybe some sticky treacle. So the toffee notes, the treacle notes, they're in both, but this is much, much sweeter. Wow, and there comes a big blast of spice, cinnamon, ginger. Let's do a second sip of this one. Nutty, hazelnuts, almond. Difference with this one is now, as it's developing, it's becoming a little bit more kind of pastry. There's a pastry note there, maybe a pie note. But with the sweetness and the apples and the pears, it's like maybe an apple pie. Real nice. But as it's developing, it's becoming a little bit more earthy. It's becoming a little bit more outdoor. It's dry, it's spicy. Wow. So sweet. Beautiful sweetness. Both fantastic. Can't believe how different they are. They're both complex, they're both different, they're both engaging, they're both challenging, they're both cast strength, man. If you like your cast strength whiskies, as I've said before, guys, you'll love both of these. If you've got a sweet tooth, you might fancy letter B. If you like it a bit more earthy, a bit more savoury, then you might prefer letter A. So let's try this now on the finish. So I'll do letter A for the finish. Okay, so that's usually a good sign. I finished it. Wow. Massive finish on the finish. See, that sultana and licorice was heading into the finish. Finish is so long, it's warm, it just lingers and it just sits around there. It's smoky, it's toffee, it's like a smoky toffee. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but it's toffee, it's smoky. It's become a little bit ashy now, so on the finish it's more an ashy finish. It's like a burnt out fire. It's dry, it's ashy, but it's so spicy, it's so dry. It's wonderful. Really nice finish. Long finish. Finish is still going on, but it's dry, it's smoky, it's ashy, it's peppery. Little bit of fruit just dying off now. The fruit is dying off, but the smoke and the peat and the ash is just going on forever. Let me have a quick sip. I'll do the other one. Cheers. Wow. As I say, I know I keep going on about the sweetness. Is just so sweet whiskey. It's in the finish, it's a sweet finish. It's a long finish. The dryness is, it's still dry. It's spicy. It's smoky. The only difference with this one, letter B compared to letter A, I think letter A is a little bit more balanced between the smoke, the spice, the sweetness. I think it's all kind of more in, and it's more integrated. I think there's a slightly better balance in letter A. Letter B it's sweet forward. It's sweet throughout. It's sweet at the end. It's, don't get me wrong, there's smoke there, there's spice there, there's fruit there. But I think it's all dominated by the sweetness, so I think the balance is a little bit off in letter B. But don't get me wrong, guys, if you like sweet whiskey and you've got a real sweet tooth, then you'll certainly love this one. What would I score them? So score wise, I have done both of these before. I don't think I've scored both of them before. I think I did the batch 12 as a sample, I think. For me, I did a sample Saturday or something with it. But now I've got the full bottle of it. Just in regards with the bottles, bottle batch 11, you can see I'm right on the cusp of finishing that one off, and I've just cracked open batch 12. I picked these up, I think I picked the batch 11 up last year around about £60–65. I got a real bargain this year. I picked up the batch 12 for £50, so I managed to pick up a couple of bottles of that. So it seems to be a whiskey that you can find it on an offer. At £50 it was a no-brainer, folks. But score-wise, I think the letter A, I'm looking at a 91 out of 100. I just think it's got a nice balance. It's what, if you were a Laphroaig drinker, then it'd be more what you would expect. And I don't think you'd get any major surprises. I think you just have a real nice quality, fantastic whiskey. So I'm going to give that a 91 out of 100. Plus I picked up at £50, which is phenomenal value. Letter B, so sweet. Fantastic sweetness. I actually think I like the sweetness of, because I have a wee bit of a sweet tooth. So I like the sweetness of the Laphroaig, but I like the balance of the letter A over the letter B. So I'm going to score this one a 90 out of 100. So I've got a 91 out of 100 for letter A and 90 out of 100 for letter B. I'm interested now to see which is which. So let's see the winner. So the winner is letter A, which tends to be 12 on there. So I've got 12 on that one. So batch 12's come out as the winner. Just to confirm it, I've got 11 on there. That's batch 11. Fantastic whiskies. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. If you've liked the way I've done this review, guys, you like the format of it, I may do a bit more of these head to head, kind of semi-blinds. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you've liked it. YouTube likes it, Alan likes it. It helps get the channel noticed. Don't forget, guys, if you've not hit the subscribe button yet, you know it's free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you're helping the channel. Just on social media platforms, guys, you can catch up with us down there. I'll drop links in there with a coin link. I'll drop the social media platforms. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, we're on Patreon, so I'll drop links down below to all of those. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up. Don't forget, guys, to dive into the comments. I love it when you get into the comments. Have you tried these? Have you tried the Laphroaig cask strengths? Have you tried the different batches? Have you found the difference? Just let me know what your thoughts are. Which one did you prefer? And that's me. I'm Alan. As always, I'm the Whiskey Friend. And until the next time, the pleasure is in the sharing, and I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.